Hello, I'm Puttini with CNC English News on Top Story. Please let's begin with our headline. Prime Minister Hun Sen said that anything costs Cambodia's sovereignty and independence is too expensive. And Cambodia still holds ASEAN summit next year despite EU suspend EBA. Welcome back to our top story on the detail now. The first one, the Prime Minister Hun Sen said that anything of course, that Cambodian sovereignty and independence is too expensive. Cambodia Prime Minister Samdech Moha Senapati Hun Sen reiterated that he is committed to maintaining Cambodia's independence and sovereignty and that Cambodia shall not treat the enforcement blessing with anything. Achieving full peace and national unity in 1998 through the win-win policy, Cambodia has experienced an average economic growth rate of 7% per annum over the past 2 decades. This high economic growth rate allows Cambodia to jump to a lower middle income status in 2015 and on her track to achieve the status of the higher middle income country by 2030 and high income in the 2050, and the Premier wrote on the Facebook page on Tuesday morning. Cambodia cannot depend on only foreign assistance and that Cambodia must not trade her independence and sovereignty with anything. After all, Cambodia would love to be friends with all countries in the world, those who want to see Cambodia grow without any interference into our internal affairs, said the strongman of the Cambodia, Samdech Moha Senapati Hun Sen. Prime Minister concluded that by expressing gratitude to businesses, traders and investors to fulfill tax obligations and expanding the scope of the trade and investment in the country. We see the Cambodia still holds the ASEAN until the summit next year despite EU suspend EBA. We can see the first one, the 4 reasons why EU gave the rights to Cambodia, and the second hold the 13th of Asia-Europe meeting. That we see it is a question that EU prepared to withdraw the Cambodia everything but the aim that we see the aim of the given to the European Union, alleging that the Cambodia violated human rights and killed democracy as well as crushed on the opposition party. What is the EU decision to authorize the Cambodia to host the Asia-Europe Summit that we call ASEAN in the 13th in 2020 with the participation of the more than 50 members of each state? Cambodia has been interested to host the Asia-Europe Summit, while the other countries also want to host the country because of this national reputation. Because of the first one, the first reason is recognizing the Cambodia role in the world, which has become a fully fledged democratic nation, has developed economic growth of 7% per year of 20 consecutive years and is an economic hub in Asia, while this country of the past was devastated by the war and genocide of the Khmer Rouge, the people of the former country, extremely frustrated that they are accepted by the UN Blue Helmet. The second, recognizing that Cambodia has made an effort to build a country based on the principle of the liberal democracy, pluralism, political rights and citizenship, the freedom of the space is enforced under the law. Cambodia has become a member of various international conventions, treaties, and international agreements that make the world a better place for Cambodia and consider Cambodia as a political, diplomatic, trade, and economic partner. Most of the EU that we see the major of the product, especially the textile and agricultural products, including rice, pepper, and other things else that are imported from Cambodia. That the third one, that Cambodia has taken part in the maintenance of the world manners. Cambodia has demonstrated a high responsible role as deputy head of the General Assembly and member of ECOSOC. That the last one is recognizing that Cambodia has made efforts to build a nation in all areas and not to make in the international community feel disappointed. Cambodia had ended war and become a peaceful, stable country with developments. Cambodia has changed its status, becoming a lower middle income country now and becoming a high middle income country by 2030 and a high income country by 2050. And Cambodia's human and natural resources have been actively involved in national development. I will see that cacao plantation in northeastern province begins to flourish. Cacao crops are present in Cambodia, in the northeastern province for the first time, which has never been cultivated. Nowadays, companies and farms are expanding their cultivation after their pilot project have achieved good results. Cacao Cooperative is currently investing in cacao products in Srai Ampun Commune, Pachida District, Mandaluyong Province, and it is expanding cultivated area to meet domestic and export demands. I received currently this company has a total planting area of 24 hectares, and by 2018 we got 8 hectares could produce the 400 kilogram of dry seeds. As of the early of 2019, the 20,500 small plants for planting on 25 hectares of land and cooperatively planted with community farmer and followed by the contract farming and providing additional technique. Obviously, the average of the cacao ground around 3 years can be harvested twice a year and once again harvested 3.54 tons per hectare and the current market value of the over $2,000 per ton and high demand. In general, the company has invested around $3 million in cacao plantation since 2014 with the 3 purposes. The first one, we need to grow itself. The second, germinate seed and sell to the farmer. And the third one, to collect product from the partners in contract price, set by Mr. Jin Janpol, General Manager. He also requests that the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fishery and relevant institutions to support and encourage community companies to successfully grow cacao products, in particular to facilitate the export of cacao products in the future. His Excellency Wang Sakon, Minister of Agriculture, Forestry and Fishery, praised and appreciated that company, which has been working hard to develop cacao products, organize a chain of production, packing and exporting, and hope that the company would be able to increase the amount of cacao export to more international markets in the future. According to Staff Lambert, founder of the cacao farm today, there are many families who are keenly interested in plantation a cacao plant. With the support from the Netherlands, cacao and sugarcane plantation is complete in June 2019, and sooner or later, Mandaluyong will become a province with cacao export with the same amount as the neighboring countries. He hoped that the cultivated area would increase from 500 to 1,000 hectares over the next 5 years, and that Ratnagiri would be the next target in expanding cultivation. The meanwhile, cacao planting is also being undertaken in Ratnagiri province, which is being tested by a conference, and the company is also expanding its cultivated area after a successful initial press. That's all for our top story today. Thank you for your time and would like to say goodbye.